It's been a while. Nothing good has happened in here. Carnage, horde, rubbish, beer, filth, everything I normally do when I'm not behaving myself. Now, I'm not even in here to work on my Sylvia. I'm in here to find Ben Ziegman's catch can for his Sylvia. He's given me his CAD drawing. Now I have to turn that into aluminium. There we have from CAD to aluminium scrap metal for Ben. Okay, so we've cleaned the workshop up. Well, Ben did. I made Ben clean up all my shit, which was quite convenient. How did that make you feel, Ben?
Well, then I broke my beer.
Yeah, well, we decided we'd have a beer after that. I managed to get my VV open being screw top. Ben, however, somehow managed to remove... He actually necked his beer. Oh, properly.
That's my way of putting it.
Anyway, let's get the welder out. Stick it together. Shit. Tackety tack tack. It's time for more beer. We're doing money shots. Old. Don't get old.
Oh dear.
Don't get fat.
Still disappointed I broke the top off the top of my beer. I don't.
You must have,
If someone can explain this,
because you've pushed in. Instead of coming straight down, you pushed in at 45.
I've pushed when I should have pulled.
Yeah.
It's just the tip though, so that's okay.
That's the bit with all the nerves in it.
Pretty much looks the same as the Ryobi version. Not bad.
I'll do this bottom edge and see if it warps and see if I can get away with doing all of that. See if I'm good enough to get away with doing all of that without the blackening coming out.
Would you say that that's studded for her pleasure?
Potentially. That's not family friendly though, Ben.
Oh,
so
sorry,
if I ever get
PG
the chance to be-
Studded and wire brushed. That's a bit different.
I've still got a bit of blackness coming out, so... Truth is, I can't actually weld. This is just the way.
It's melting metal
You know what we could have done? We could have soldered this. It would have taken ages though.
with the Ryobi soldering iron. We got one right here. Ryobi, look at that.
Or even the...
6-year warranty. Does this one come with 6-year warranty? My other catch can has 6-year warranty.
It comes with an infinite warranty.
That's ideal. Hopefully I don't need it. Hopefully I don't blow the welds on my intake manifold.
Blow the welds of the catch can because you've got so much blow by.
I mean, if that's
Because
happening,
you're running 100 PSI up the CA.
100 PSI blow by.
It's much blow by. So you have to crank the boost to 200 to actually make 100 PSI.
Maybe I should just run 100 PSI of fuel pressure to make up for my injectors that are too small.
Yeah, and run a carby in a box.
No, it's no VN.
Carby VN?
Carby VN.
Wow.
I reckon that's probably the go. You don't even need a catch can then.
Not the most inconsistent weld ever, but pretty well up there. But I haven't welded for months, so
I'd say that's pretty bloody fantastic.
didn't warp, but would have been nice with some nice even dimes, but
I mean,
just we've got the China version here.
China version. Nah, I'd say that's better than China. If I can get this to focus.
There's not much blackening on there, which is good.
And it's still straight. Sorry. non-binary.
Have you checked grinder?
I can't assume that it's straight.
You say it's sort of nice and cold and heat's building up, and I wasn't running the trigger properly. I was too busy pulsing the button to turn the power down.
Started to become a chode.
Started to become a gaping hole. But I stopped. I stopped before it was permanently disfigured.
You stopped before it became non-PG.
I'm calling that ripped off. I'm not going any further than that. That's getting my fingers right there. No more.
Is that like smoking a cigarette right down to the filter? What's that called? I don't even know.
Like when you're doing a roach, like right down to that.
I worked out if I just look at the camera screen, I can watch you weld without staring into the light.
Yeah.
It's basically like a safety squint.
It's going to look like 3 different people welded this.
That's fine.
It's alright, it's not going to charge me.
It's like the xylophone gearbox.
I wish I did a video of that. That was... Oh, actually, maybe not. Ooh, a little pinky.
Oh dear. How's your finger feeling?
Oh, it didn't get me.
We just
Should have done though. That's because I've got little stubby hands.
That's good, isn't it? That's good. Smoke's good.
Especially for your soul and your lungs.
Oh.
And your lung lumps. Throwing all this haze up there. But the angles, all the different bits of aluminium are coming together too. Sort of means it gives me a lot of excuses to make.
Yes.
Got a bit AWOL at the end there, but...
I think your earth clamp's vaping. Is it a Subaru driver?
Probably covered in grease. It's not that bad.
Pretty bloody consistent.
It sort of is, but it's not... I was trying to go bigger blobs then, but I'm undercutting and hazing the previous blob as I go. But I'm able to stick bits of metal together.
I did that once with a stick welder.
That's what...
That's welding, isn't it? Stick welder? Yeah, that's why it's called a stick welder.
You've got more chance of being able to TIG if you've learned how to stick weld than you have if you've just spent your whole life.
That's how you dip the tip, isn't it?
Dip the tip.
Yeah, purposely. Dip
That
the
was
tip.
Tinder.
I don't know anything about Tinder, sorry.
I think if you touch the bit you want to focus on the touch screen, it'll do it.
You're telling me this whole time I didn't know that this thing was fucking touchscreen.
Yeah, it's touch to focus. Yeah, most SLRs are
Oh wow, that's amazing. If you touch things, it works.
Yeah, that's why Samsung made good cameras. That's why they stopped making.
I didn't even realise it was a Samsung, to be honest.
Samsung NX, not bad if you're tight ass like that. Plastic on that label.
Thoughts?
It's going really well, but I still want it to be better. This is the mentality you should have as a welder, I'm told.
Fair enough.
have got about 15 inches of weld to go.
And then cutting of the holes. Cutting of the holes.
I don't know if we're going to get to all that tonight. We're going to do some simming. I'm really going to be sick of it in a minute. We're still going to weld those other bungs in, but this is turning in. We've been at it for several hours now. He's done it. You're weak, you left more than an inch. From like punching over it and being old because I can't do tail whips.
Josh Measto can do tail whips.
I know.
Apparently. He can't do
You can't do rocket man with bar spin.
No, and he can't do 360 tail whips anymore.
Oh.
Because he doesn't have brakes. Apparently.
Did Josh Measto run brakes?
Yeah. I think he had brakes before I had brakes.
What?
I don't know.
I couldn't see Josh Measto running brakes. That wouldn't be cool.
Josh Measto had a gyro.
Oh.
Josh Measto was cool once.
Josh Measto used to live here.
Then we swapped him for Keegan.
Oh.
Now we're swapping him back.
In the last corner. Are you fucking for real? Burn that shit out.
Off topic.
Oh, I had heaps of clean area width on the whole way too. That's why I was getting haze everywhere. Well,
Different topic for a second. Why do you have the Harry Potter staircase picture on your wall out of Hogwarts? If we turn around here,
it's just a 3D illusion, isn't it?
is that not basically Hogwarts?
It's from the noughties. No, not the noughties. It's from the north. Yeah, the north.
It's Hogwarts. Nah, it's just Hogwarts.
I have a confession to make about that. I've never watched a single Harry Potter in my life.
Really? I'm pretty sure they're all on every Saturday night at the moment.
I don't watch TV.
No, me either, really.
Only Turner TV.
Turner TV, yeah.
Well, no, actually, I watch Turner TV at 2 times speed because I can't be bothered watching it at normal speed to review it.
Is that basically like a like, comment, and subscribe, or...?
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe because I care so much about my editing.
That's good. This is going to be... Have you seen Mighty Car Mod's Disrespected videos?
No.
It's pretty much just this. Just don't edit. There's no point.
Just live stream it. We should have just live streamed it. That would have been the goal.
Oh.
That's what we should have done, man. We should have live streamed this. That would have been heaps better.
Then you can't take back what you say.
Just so we up.
Not really.
I
No.
don't think you would ads in live stream. I'm never going to get enough people to even care about that.
I think the best bit is that you've been welding with a can of degreaser there the entire time.
That's because I've got the accuracy. I haven't got the consistency, but I've got the accuracy, not to...
Whoops, I welded the degreaser can.
What would have been cool, and I should do on a video, is heat up the tungsten, put the degreaser can there, and flick the bottom tungsten at the degreaser can and see if we can get an explosion to happen.
And for the video after that, can we get a LiPo battery and plug it into a PowerPoint?
I reckon we should get a LiPo battery and hook it up to this battery bank over here so we can feed it like 500-600 amps. In reverse play.
I have a few batteries, a few
Might have to
LiPos.
do it on the outside of the shed. Although there is an extraction system.
I'm pretty sure there's a smoke alarm up there.
That's a carbon monoxide sensor. Actually, I should check that.
Oh. I thought it was a smoke alarm. I thought we were safe.
Specifically carbon monoxide, and it's never gone off even with that when it went silly, so I don't think it works.
It's like exactly the same. It's the same thing.
From CAD to aluminium can. Still sounds better than an SR.
That's definite. Anything sounds better than an SR, even a fucking Mang Mang. I reckon yours would probably hold fluids better than mine.
I don't know. I'm not known for my ability to hold fluids at the best of times.
I reckon it'll work perfectly.
I probably need some way of getting the fluids into.
Oh, don't worry, I'll get the fluids in there. I'll just hold my car on Limmy for a bit. It's really weird. If you bloody have it running.
Actual filter material.
Yeah. If you leave my car running, it sits there and like gurgles.
What?
Like the hoses go and like gurgle out of the breathers.
They've been vacuum doing that.
Yeah, well, if they hang down, it like pulls in the bottom, and then they just sit there gurgling, and it's this really odd sound that
Vacuum.
shouldn't.
That's why you need that on legs.
Mm.
It's when it's not vacuuming. But you've got forged pistons too, so it's a lot of clearance.
Yeah, I just got to make sure I cable tie my dipstick in too.
Really?
Possibly.
Is it that bad? Once it warms up, it shouldn't be.
Oh, it's fine now. Oh, we'll find out at DCA.
Alright, so now the welding's done, we'll go back to the CAD model and we'll see what we've got to do. Ben's found some random air filter material he must want put on. That's his breather. So I've got to cut some holes in here. And then, I'm going to 3D print that. And hopefully that works right. I use ABS so it doesn't melt. Then I've got to put give it a pair of nipples. I'll sort those into place. And hopefully, between some of those holes, be able to get the swarf out. Or we can sort of go through the CA. It won't be a major loss. And then I'm guessing he wants that to be a drain. I'll probably have to make it so the drain can be closed up, although it could be interesting just to let it drip all over the ground. So from CAD to CAD, we now have I guess it's a filter cover holder. It's going to cut the hole in the catch can a bit smaller so that it pinches down on the membrane. Made the slots a bit wider than that. Should look okay. Want to print it up this way so that these radiuses come out okay. I find when I do it upside down it doesn't always work that well. Although, maybe just print it upside down and see how it goes. It could be fine. Alright, now we're printing. Laying in the first layer, I'm going for the lots of support material way. Hopefully that'll work. It's going to take maybe an hour to print. So while I'm waiting for that, before I get too drunk, I'm going to weld these nipples on. Alright, so that's done in a fashion. I'm going to admit, I've put this Chinese volcano extruder on here and I just cannot get it to print right. Have to turn down the extrusion rate so that it doesn't over extrude and crash into itself on the solid fill. Yet I do that and I'm getting under extrusion in certain spots. This is driving me insane. Anyway, the part might be okay. Alright, so we've got a 3D printed grill. Well, mostly 3D printed. It's not 100%, but it'll be fine. Just need to drill some holes, tap threads in there. Hopefully M4 into 2mm aluminium will last a little while. If it doesn't, I'll pop riv nuts in. And I've also got to put the drain bung down in there, and probably take it to work and etch turner into it in some glorious fashion. Right, so I'm just using what I had laying around, just a piece of 10mm aluminium plate. Tapped a M10 by 1.5 thread in there. Drill a hole in the bottom. And just blaze that on there, and then we have a drain bug. Right, bird crap has been applied. We now have a bung. Right, here we have Ben. We have his car, which we're not allowed to show because it's been changed. And we have a bracket on there. We're close to having a can of catch of the day.
Catch all the ethanols.
Catch all the ethanols. We should put a spark plug in this. Right, so I've missed a few filming steps, but here's Ben smiling with his lovely Turner and Ben Rides Bikes collaboration catch can. We welded the brackets on so it fits the car. Quite nice. Drain bung, as I said. So tell me a little bit about it, Benjamin.
So This isn't the Ryobi one anymore.
No, the Ryobi one has been retired.
And dismantled.
It's it had its day. It's grown a tail, and it's now in with the stubbies.
I thought we were going to make another one from that. See? I don't know. It's a catch can. It catches things.
Oh yeah, we laser etched it. You probably saw that. It's weird. I've got to play with the settings. It doesn't stand out amazingly, but it's kind of holographic and quite cool. Anyway, there we go. I guess I should draw it up and make another one, but unsure.
You could have a Andrew Weatherhead.
Yeah, that could happen, but that's going to have to be for the different part of the engine bay. I imagine.
Just like that. It's flat. that's behind the strut tower. Yeah, something like that.
So like and subscribe, throw me cash money, some mark shit with a laser.
Print random things.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's the end of that one.